I'm 81 years old. Last spring I lost my only brother. We had not spoken in 31 years, and I swear to you, I cannot remember why. His name was Dale. We farmed the same ground, a mile and a half apart, for 50 years. I could see his yard light from my kitchen window every night, and I never once drove up his lane. My name is Roy, and this is the story of the most expensive thing I ever owned, being right. I kept it polished my whole life. I was sure of it, the way you are sure the sun comes up. And it cost me my only brother, one stubborn morning at a time, for 31 years. If there is somebody you have gone quiet with, a brother, a sister, a child, then I am talking to you. Stay with an old man a minute. Here's the foolish part. The thing that took my brother from me would not fill a coffee cup. Our father died in the spring of 1993, and he left the home place, 640 acres, 3 generations of us in that dirt, to the 2 of us equal. And the day we sat at our mother's kitchen table to settle it, some hard words got said. Dale took the home quarter, the one with the house and the good well. I said that wasn't even. He said I'd always kept count, like our father never did. Said something back about who had actually stayed and worked it. He stood up, I stood up. And that was it. That was the whole war. Neither one of us would be the first to pick up the phone. The first week, it was anger. The first month, it was principle. And after that, it just hardened. The way a field road hardens in August. You stop even noticing the ruts, you just drive around them. I told myself he owed me the call. He told himself I owed him. And the years went by and the ground stayed split right down a fence line, and so did we. Now understand, we did not move apart. That is what nobody tells you about this kind of thing. He was right there, a mile and a half of gravel between his kitchen and mine every single day for 31 years. I plowed ground that touched his ground. We passed each other on the gravel, 2 old trucks, and we would lift one finger off the wheel, the way men do out here, because not waving would have been admitting something. 31 years of one finger off the wheel, our family split clean down the middle. There were 2 of every funeral, 2 of every wedding, his side of the church and mine. My kids and his kids are first cousins who grew up a mile apart and could not pick each other out of a line. I have a great-grandniece I have never been introduced to. She is 7. And the terrible thing, the thing I have to sit with now, is how easy it was. I thought a grudge would feel heavy. It does not. It feels like nothing at all, most days. It just quietly takes a person out of your life and fills the hole back in with weather and work and supper until you can go a whole month and never once think his name. That is how you lose 31 years, not all at once. A finger off the wheel at a time. It is not as though nobody told me. My father, before he passed, said a thing I have not been able to put down since. We were standing at the edge of the home quarter, looking at it, and he said, "Roy, the land will outlast the both of you. Don't you let it cost you each other." I nodded, like a man who understood. Then the minute he was gone, I let the land do exactly that. My Lorraine begged me. For 31 years off and on, quiet at the sink, "Roy, he's your brother. Just go down there. Just go." And I had an answer ready every time. He started it. He should call. I'm not crawling down that road. There was one year, must have been around 2010, Dale's boy got married, and we ended up 10 feet apart at the reception. 10 feet. I felt him look over. I felt myself almost turn. And then I picked up my hat and I went out to the truck because turning would have meant I was wrong, and I would sooner have stood in a hailstorm than be wrong in front of my brother. Dale died last April, a stroke in the night. He was 83. I found out from a neighbor, because of course I did. I went to the funeral. I sat in the back, and afterward his wife, Marin, a good woman, 60 years she put up with us both. She came down the aisle, and she did not say one hard word to me, though God knows she'd earned the right. She just put an envelope in my hands, my name on the front, in Dale's hand, soft pencil, old. She said, "He wrote that a long time ago, Roy. He never could make himself send it. I thought you ought to have it." I sat in my truck in that church lot, and I opened it, and I heard my brother's voice for the first time in 31 years. He wrote, "Roy, I've started this letter 100 times. I forgave you a long time ago. I just never could make my own pride pick up a pen. I don't even remember what we said that day at Mama's table. I just remember you used to be my brother, and I miss you. I have still got that picture of the two of us boys down by the river. It is up on the porch, and I look at it every day." Soft pencil. And there it was, the very thing I would have given anything to say to him first. You can be right, or you can have your brother. You do not get to keep both. Now I can hear some of you because you're saying the exact thing I said for 31 years. You're saying, "But Roy, he wronged you. He said his piece, he shorted you. The first move is his." You're keeping a little ledger in your head right now of who did what to who. And you are dead certain the next entry belongs to them. I kept that ledger my whole life. I balanced it every night. And I will tell you what it bought me. It bought me a yard, light 1.5 miles away, that I watched go dark for the last time without ever once having walked up to the house under it. The ledger is a lie, not the wrong. The wrong might be real. It was real for me. The lie is that the wrong matters more than the years. It does not. There's no apology owed in this world worth 31 years of your one and only brother. None. I had the math exactly backwards, and I did not find it out until the only man who could fix it with me was in the ground. Here's the part that takes the wind out of me. For 31 years, I told myself Dale never forgave me, that he died hard and cold toward me, same as I was acting toward him. It made it easier. It let me keep being right. And then that letter told me the truth. He had forgiven me years ago. He had been carrying around the wanting to fix it, same as I had, and we each sat 1.5 miles apart, both of us already done with the fight, both of us too proud to be the one who said so first. We were not two angry men. We were two sorry men, waiting for the other one to go first until one of us ran out of mornings. And I look at my own boy now, and I see it. I see the way he holds a grudge with his sister, jaw set, keeping count. I taught him that, not with a word of advice, by example, by the yard light he watched me never walk up to. The pride does not die with you. You hand it down, clean as a name. So I've been trying to do the only thing left that I can do. I wrote my brother back. I know how that sounds. But I sat down at Lorraine's kitchen table, and I wrote Dale a letter, and I told him everything I should have said at a wedding 10 feet apart. And I drove out to where he is, and I read it to him out loud, with my hat off. It does not fix it. Nothing fixes it. But I was not going to let one more thing go unsaid into that ground. And then I drove the 1.5 miles. I knocked on Marin's door, finally, after 31 years, and I met my brother's grandchildren. I'm learning their names. The 7-year-old, her name is June. She has my mother's chin. And I called my own son, and I told him to go make it right with his sister this week, not someday, this week, and I told him why. I told him about the yard light. I'm too late for Dale. I'm not too late for them. That is the one mercy in this. So here is what I'm asking you to do. Not someday, this week. There's a name that came up in you while I was talking. You have known who it was since the second beat, a brother, a sister, a son who is not called, a daughter you went cold on over a thing you would have to think hard now to even name. Pick up the phone, not to win, not to settle the ledger, burn the ledger. Just to say, I do not want to do this anymore, and I am the one calling. So that makes me the one who is bigger about it, and I can live with that. You can be the one who called. It is the cheapest thing you will ever do, and it will feel like the most expensive because pride always charges full price on the way out. Be the one who picks up the phone while there is still somebody on the other end of it. I am 81. I do not buy green bananas, as the fellow says, and of everything I have done and not done across all these years, the one I would give the most to take back is the cheapest one. A phone call I was too proud to make to a man who lived a mile and a half away and missed me the whole time. Do not let that be your one, too. Do not make somebody hand your apology to your brother in an envelope when it is too late for either of you to feel it. Down in the comments, I want you to do one thing. Tell me the name, just the first name of the person you are going to call this week. You do not have to say the story. Just put the name down. So it is real, so you have told a stranger you are going to do it. I will read every single one. I'm Roy. Go make the call while the phone still rings on the other end.